But listen, give us an insight into what sort of discussions have been going on throughout this tour about the future. Do you talk about it at all? Do you try to persuade Francis in any way that it's worth giving it another go?
Not really. I did speak to management before we started rehearsing and said, shouldn't we be in the studio somewhere recording 4 tracks? I saw like an EP type thing, with 4 songs on there, and we could have sold that. But they've said, it's only Status Quo fans going to buy it. But I thought that was a general idea. But I'm the drummer, so who cares? But it wasn't even mentioned. So I thought it would have been great purely because it could have been a memento of the Frantic Four's second reunion, with something for fans to play at home or in their car. But I could be something popping up later on that we might do that. But I don't know. I thought it would have been great to sell at gigs.
And when you come off stage tonight, you say you're going to have a drink. There won't be a temptation to say, "Come on, Francis, let's do this again next year."
Well, yeah. I mean, I could always mention the word and see what he says. But I know there's so many fans have asked me on the plane actually when we come over from Birmingham. Me and Alan and Bob flew over from Birmingham to Dublin. There was a couple on there saying, "Oh, why haven't you recorded something? Will you record something? Will this be the last one?" And I truthfully, honestly, don't know. I don't know. I just carry on with my band and play with other bands and do what I do. But it would be nice to do it again. And I think I'd like to take it to Australia because Alan lives there. Alan Lancaster lives in Sydney. And it'd be great to do a couple of weeks down there, whatever, Provided I can go first class, not sitting in the back.
How do you think Alan has been health-wise on this tour?
He's held up. He's been very, very strong. He's been getting massages for his legs and stuff at most concerts. His voice has, it's been amazing. His voice has been really good. His playing's okay, and I think he's really coping extremely well, And like I say, he's going to go back to Oz in a couple of days, go home and recuperate. And I just hope he gets gets much better, because he is a good bass player and he's got a great voice.
I've asked Francis in his interview how can he explain to the fans who want more why they're not going to get more, and he looked into the camera and he apologised and said, "I prefer playing with the other band." Does that upset you? Does it frustrate you?
Not really. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. It doesn't really say much for me and Alan, but he's been praising me lately about me playing. Has been up to scratch as far as he's concerned, and the drums, Premier drums, are sounding magnificent on that stage. Well mic'd up. There's a massive microphone inside the bass drum. There's mics on every bit of the kit, and no expenses spared. I mean, it's great. And I'm really happy with that sound, So, and the cymbals, the Zildjian cymbals. I'm doing an advert now. Zildjian Vic Firth sticks. My Yamaha snare drum. I'm happy with what I'm doing, and if Francis wants to carry on with his current band, so be it.
If this is the last time you play as Status Quo's drummer, how will you look back over the years? Sum it all up for us.
Well, I think because I started really at school. I was in the Air Cadets, and they practiced or rehearsed, as we call it now, in one of the garage blocks with their band. They had a little band, and they kept coming over to my squadron and saying, "Can we come and watch your band?" Of course, I didn't know who Francis was or Alan. Were just 2 guys walked in. Then they plucked up courage and asked me to go and play in their band. So since 1961, 62, I've had some fantastic times and memories and laughs, and we've had punch-ups, we've had rows, we've hugged each other. We've been best of friends and fell about laughing most of the time, thank God. Recorded some great albums, some great singles, had fun, had a blast doing it. And this is really, doing this second reunion, is really topping the tree. It's great, it's great fun, and I'm pleased we've all tackled it together.
You quite emotional today?
Possibly, could be, yeah. A few pints of beer, I'll be all right.
Enjoy it, mate.
Thank you.
Good stuff.
Magic.